Welcome to the front lines of space exploration. Right now, all eyes are locked on Starbase, Texas, as SpaceX prepares for the historic launch of Starship Flight 13. This isn't just another routine test flight. It is a make-or-break mission representing the next major evolutionary leap for the world's largest and most powerful rocket. Standing at a towering 121 meters, the Block 3 Starship vehicle, stacked with Booster 20 and Ship 40, is engineered to redefine full and rapid reusability. But getting to this moment hasn't been easy. Flight 13 was originally set to launch on July 16th, but in true rocket science fashion, the automated flight computers triggered a last-second abort right at T0 when four of the Super Heavy boosters' 33 Raptor engines failed to reach optimal starting parameters. Rather than risking damage to the pad or the stack, the flight computers instantly shut down the sequence, protecting the vehicle and giving engineers critical data to work with. SpaceX spent the following days swapping out two Raptor engines, updating the engine startup software sequence, and fine-tuning the hardware to make relighting far more robust. Now, SpaceX is officially targeting Thursday, July 23rd, with a 90-minute launch window opening at 5:45 p.m. Central Time from Starbase, Texas. When Flight 13 clears the pad, it won't just be testing the rocket. It's making history by carrying 20 next-generation Starlink V3 satellites into space for the very first time. This marks the first time Starship is deploying functional operational cargo during a test flight. These massive V3 satellites feature high-capacity laser communications designed to exponentially boost global coverage and bandwidth. However, because Flight 13 remains on an intentional suborbital trajectory designed to fall just short of orbital velocity, these 20 satellites will undergo a 20-minute deployment demonstration before safely re-entering and demising in the atmosphere. 6 of these satellites have even been custom-fitted with optical camera suites pointing back at Ship 40. They will scan the vehicle's thermal heat shield during flight, feeding real-time imagery back to ground controllers as external orbital inspectors. Speaking of the heat shield, SpaceX is pushing thermal testing to the absolute extreme on this flight. Engineers have deliberately painted selected heat tiles white to simulate missing tiles, mounted experimental tile attachment mechanisms near the aft flaps and skirt, and installed dynamic load-sensing tiles to measure structural stress as the vehicle pushes through maximum dynamic pressure on ascent. This mission also aims to settle unfinished business from Flight 12. At stage separation on the last attempt, slight differences in engine startup caused the booster to flip 90 degrees off target, followed by engine relight issues during the boostback burn. Flight 13 carries modified startup sequences and updated engine abort parameters, specifically built to fix those issues, and brings Super Heavy Booster 20 down for a precise controlled splashdown in the Gulf of Mexico. Meanwhile, the upper stage, Ship 40, will aim to deploy its Starlink payload, execute a single Raptor engine relight in space, and brave atmospheric re-entry over the Indian Ocean. Enduring plasma temperatures exceeding 1,400 degrees Celsius, it will attempt to execute its dramatic belly flop to vertical landing flip maneuver just above the water. Every single second of Flight 13 is designed to stress test the limits of aerospace engineering. Whether it is mastering 33 Raptor engine ignitions, validating the Starlink V3 deployment mechanism, or collecting thermal data through plasma re-entry, SpaceX is gathering the vital blueprint needed to send humanity back to the moon and onward to Mars.